Okay, it's Barry, your window repair technician at the Cape May Shore. If you have an older Andersen window, you're familiar with what I'm about to show you. They have these strings, and they're attached to counterbalances. Most people don't realize that up in the header of the window, big giant springs in there. They wear out. These windows are probably 20-25 years old. They can be repaired. Anyway, I already taken the plastic cover off. What you got to do is this piece here has to come out. You can see I already removed the screws down further. I'm going to slide these two sashes up. I'm going to slide that out, and then I'm going to replace those units. Now, one thing you're going to run into over the years, a lot of times the painters from cutting in have gotten a little bit of paint where the wood meets the plastic. So you have to take something skinny and sharp like a razor knife, get it in there, and then slide it down and break that seal. Okay, here's the piece. I just removed that from the jam, and you can see now you'll be able to pull these strings if they're not already broken, and you'll be able to pull the sash out. Okay, you can see I have both windows, the sashes out. This is a plastic piece that goes to the top. I left it hanging because she has an alarm system. You don't want to create more work for yourself. Anyway, the counterbalance is up in here. You got to pull this staple out. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera on. So you pull that staple out, the whole thing comes out. You can see I got the staple out, and you just got to kind of wiggle it. See, it comes right out. When you're ordering these, parts numbers don't match up nowadays with the old part numbers, but this part number here, this 1231 is what they're going to need. The number is going to vary depending on what size your window is. You're going to find that when you go to put the new counterbalance in, sometimes it's going to fight you. It's going to bite right where my finger's pointing, right in there. Just take a razor knife with a fresh blade and just shave a little bit off, and she'll pop right in there. Oh, there it is. You obviously don't use a staple. They give you two screws. You zip it in with that. These little plastic cylinder doodads slide in to the side of the sash. Right over. Can you see that? Right there. See, they slide right out. Let's see if I can show you that. It's hard doing this by yourself. See? Here's the old one. Oh, by the way, don't replace just one side. If the one side is still working and the other one's broken, replace both, because it's going to break shortly. You don't want to have to do this twice. Okay, I got the top sash in. I'd recommend having a second person if you never done this before, because it's a bit of a challenge and you definitely don't want to break that glass. But I got it in. Once you get those pins into the sides of the sash, you just set it back in and slide it on. And look at that window staying put. That's what the new counterbalance does for you. Okay, there you go. Window's done. Works fine. After you get done, you're probably going to have to run a little caulk on the top, fill in any kind of gap that you created. Maybe put a finish screw in there or something. Beyond that, make sure you get all the excess caulk off of there.